everyone. I have a short presentation here on dominant seventh chord. So the dominant seventh chord is the chord that we call A7 or C7, not the minor 7, not the MAJ7 or the delta 7 or whatever. They're just the one that is the note and the 7. What this means is that we have a major chord, a major triad, with the minor seventh interval built on the root, or a minor third above the fifth. And so this chord only happens one time diatonically in a major scale. It only happens based on the fifth, and that's because there's three major chords in a major key, and two of them have major sevenths. The 1 and the 4 have major sevenths. The only chord that has a major chord and a minor seventh is the fifth. Now, we do see some songs with more than one seventh chord in it, and that's because those are altered chords, but they only happen diatonically one time. But it's an interesting chord, and I'm going to show you why. Let's say we'll just use scale degrees here. We'll start on the A. Another interesting thing about the dominant seventh chord is that it has within it almost all of the intervals, with the exception of the half step and the major seventh. So I'll show you that. So the way we construct a dominant seventh chord is with a 1, a 3, and then a 5, and then flat 7. So I built it here on the E, A, and D strings. So just to show you this, we'll start with the whole step. If we bring the 1 over here, we see the flatted 7 to the 1 is a whole step. So when we go back to the octave, there's a whole step when we repeat the pattern. There is no way to do a half step within here, so the first interval would be the whole step. Now we see that the next interval is a minor third, and we can see that we have one here between the 5 and the flat 7. That's a minor third. And then of course the major third happens between the 1 and the 3, and then the perfect fourth is the next interval, and it happens from the 5 to the 1. The interval after the perfect fourth is the augmented fourth or the diminished fifth, and that's what we have right here. And we see the diminished fifth repeats itself over and over, and so the next interval would be a perfect fifth, and that of course happens from the 1 to the 5. Now after that, we are at the minor sixth. The minor sixth is the inverse of a major third. So since we have a major third, of course, we're going to have a minor sixth. This is A to C sharp. C sharp to A is the minor sixth. And then the major sixth is the inverse of the minor third. So once we bring the 5 over here, that's where we have it. Normally, the minor or the major sixth looks like this. When it's on the B string, it looks like that. So after the major sixth comes the minor seventh, and of course we have the minor seventh between the root and the flatted 7. So this chord is interesting for that fashion. So when you're playing it, just keep in mind all the interval possibilities within it, and breaking it down into various things. 2-note intervals can help you add a lot of flavor to your sound, and when you're playing along to it. If you're just playing along to the seventh chord, there's a lot of different things that you can do based on the way that the chord is constructed. Sounds good. Leave me some comments, and let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. Happy to do some more. I'll be doing more dominant seventh chord stuff soon. Hope you liked it, and we'll see you at the next video.